Yo, what's going on, good people? You are tuned in to 40K Radio. I am your girl, Coco B, and we're going to jump right into our bumper dump for the week.
When you down, you ain't gon' find no time to wait on you. Tryna find her that she love me like she say she do. When you down, you ain't gon' find no time to wait on you. All these losses, I don't find a way to make it through. All these losses, I don't find a way to make it through. It's killing me softly. Tryna get this pain up off me. I ain't tryna see no selling, I ain't tryna see no coffin. Depressed and distressed to get the best of me. I just hope you find a way to see the best of me. Cause I done tried so many times to think it's time for one. I wipe my eyes, sometimes I cry, pick my head up and shit. Remember all the times you played when I asked you how you feel. Now I'm somewhere back in time trying to tell you how I feel. How I feel. And I'm tired of because you ain't hurt. Look, ain't girl, you selfish and I hate that. I think I find out where I went wrong. I found my way back, but when I came, you was long gone. And girl, I hate that because I had to watch you leave and I had to face that. Yeah, that your body looking good and your skin pop. It seemed like all I give is love and watch you give options. You had me thinking we was cool, like we was still popping. I thought you bought my heart, but you was still out shopping. You made me feel something I ain't even feel often. And now it's hard to love, girl, you got me real cautious. I went above and beyond, baby, why you waste my time? I ain't never met nobody who turned love to suicide in my bed. Don't care what you tryna say, get the fuck up out my face. Shit happen every day, get the fuck up out my face. I don't really got no time for this. You try to blame me, baby, girl, you know you're wrong for that. I heard that you love me like she said she did. All these losses, I done found a way to make it through. It's killing me softly. Tryna get this pain up off me. I ain't tryna see no selling. I ain't tryna see no coffin. Passing in this place to get the best of me. I just hope you find a way to see the best of me.
Your face is wrong. I'm talking to the wrong person. Let's start this one. Let me turn this way.
It's a decent song, but it ain't a song that I'm a. Hey, don't play that. Right? You feel me? Like, I don't know. But it's a good song, though. It's not a trash song or nothing, but I don't know if it's a bomb.
But I'm still bump this way.
I mean, you can still bump it.
And you still can. But it's just, the song is very depressing. Like, I was listening to what he was saying. It kind of made me sad.
So are you saying that the words didn't match with the beat?
Oh no, the song was.
Because people have heartbreak songs. People go through shit.
He did what he tried to do, from what I heard. But what he been through was just very depressing, and we all, as men, we've all gone through that moment from what he said. Like, but it's not for me. It's not for me. I'm gonna have to dump it.
Really?
You keep working though. I see what lane you trying to go.
You see where
you're
trying
to go.
Ain't nothing
wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it at all. But it's just it's a little too depressing for me, buddy. Go.
I guess it's two ducks in my one little
Shout out to him.
I mean, like I said, it's not a bad song, but I don't know. It's not so that I would be like, hey, let's bump that. Let's turn up.
I mean, I'm a bump it. So you would never listen to that song again? Is what you're saying?
Yeah, it's not something I put in my playlist.
Just imagine you and your girl going through it, or you and your significant other going through it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And y'all, they move on, and you see they moved on, they flexing to a certain extent, and then that song come on. How the fuck you gonna feel?
Sad as
you gonna be back?
I'll be sad as hell. I mean, not unless you can flex back, but I guess I see what you're saying. In this song, he wasn't necessarily.
He was hurt.
He wasn't flexing back. He was hurt about that.
I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry.
What you saying is she did something to that man.
Yeah.
For him to write.
She broke his heart.
what's that song? How would you like it if I did the things you do? What's that song? Taste of Your Own Medicine. What's that song?
What?
It be on 102 all the time.
You talk about what's her name? Queen Naja.
Mm-hmm. That's what he went through. He's thinking about that.
Hey, chill.
Not that's what he went through.
Mm-hmm. He got to take his own medicine, and it hurt.
And you know what? Now that I think about it, I kind of skipped over y'all introducing y'allself before I went into the book production. Y'all want to do that? Really?
Mr. MLD, y'all.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Kobe again. You know, yeah.
But I guess it's a mood song. You gotta, I guess, be in that space. You gotta just be leaving from that person's house after they just shut you down for the last time or some shit. Like,
Yeah. But you gonna be sitting there like, I would rather play some music that's gonna really get me like over this situation and like not thinking about it versus sitting there like boo-hooing over it, because that's just gonna make me sit there like even more sad.
You about to play some Project Pat or some shit?
Project.
Being that bitch deucing and shit.
Yeah, like, you feel me? Get over that shit. You feel me? Like, nah, I ain't about to sit there and be all boo-hoo and stuff. Like, nah.
Alright, so guys, if you guys have any music out there, by the way, be sure to tap in with 40K Radio. You can send us a message. We have email that's available on the Facebook page. If you want to get your music aired during the bumper dump, reach out to us, hit us up.
Don't be scared.
Nah, don't be scared. We want to bite.
Yeah, we ain't.
You know what I'm
We gonna be
saying?
honest though.
We might not like it, but we'll play it. And we will let everyone else tell us what they think. So
If you can't handle our opinion, boy, you are in for some trouble in this industry. Buddy.
Okay. Okay, and some of our
Way
listeners,
worse.
because, hey, listen, all right, it gets real around here. All right, so again, you guys are tuned in to the 40K Radio Show. Happy Resurrection Sunday to everyone. Happy Resurrection Sunday.
Happy Easter.
And I want to jump right into the 40K news wrap up. So look, y'all know we've been talking about Russia and Ukraine for like a month, right?
Yeah.
We've been talking about them for about a month. Maybe a little longer than a month. So, I have come across some information about a possible food shortage as a result of the war in Russia and Ukraine. Do you know that Russia and Ukraine together provide majority of the world's cereal grains, the food that we feed our animals for meat, like sunflower oil, which is like a main ingredient in like a whole bunch of other oils that we use to cook with, stuff that we eat. So have y'all noticed that going in the store that the prices are like doubling? In the grocery
ridiculous.
store?
That's what.
Yeah, I have been noticing the prices in the grocery store been a little bit more higher for certain things than
Yeah.
it was
Bag of
before.
chicken costs $26.
You know, and I was just gonna say the things that are actually in a food
Yeah.
shortage, which is why we're seeing the spike in the prices, is beef, poultry,
I
eggs,
believe
and
it.
dairy.
Yeah, I believe it.
And if you look, like milk used to be like $2.99. I think it's up $1.
Sure, yeah, I was about to say
I
that
ain't
song.
seen
It
milk
was
at
about
$2 something, and I don't know how long.
It was about three and some change.
$2.99 after tax is about $3, but right now it's like $1 higher. It's $3.99 before you.
And cheese is actually up too.
It is.
Everything.
Unless you get the off brands. Off brands still trying to look out.
I know this is a little off topic, but I was in Food Line the other day, and I seen a thing of A1 sauce for $6.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
So, when did that start happening?
Since the war.
Look at the
Since the war.
Steak
ingredients
sauce,
on the steak sauce.
$5.89.
That's tough though. And A1 sauce is my shit.
Check
I had to
in.
get the value brand, brother. I was hurt.
Oh.
Value brand was $1.89. No cap, and I'm like, that makes no sense.
Nah,
A $4 difference?
Did it taste the same as A1?
No, it ain't taste the damn same.
I had to make sure. I was like, shoot.
No, it ain't taste the same.
Because I don't be getting that. Like, I don't know. See, that's what my problem is. That's what people's problem is, these brands. Because, like, even though it probably don't taste the same, it probably still is just as good.
It suffices, but you know, I
You
wanted
want
that
that
A1
A1 taste.
I wanted that A1 taste. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
I feel him on that now. Like, I gotta have, I like A1 and I like the Heinz 57, believe it or
That
not.
shit was $6 too. I was confused.
I have a bottle of each in the back of my refrigerator right now. I need to check the expiration date on this because I'm making mistakes.
You know, black people don't care about no expiration.
I definitely care about
We'll
expiration
run that
date.
bitch. Let that shit expire in March. We'll run that shit to June.
Oh, you crazy?
Not till June, but I definitely give it to the middle of April. Certain things, I give it to the middle of April. Bread, you got a week on bread and that shit's going in the trash.
Yeah,
Like,
bread, no.
you got 1 week on the bread. As soon as it starts to smell soggy, I'm throwing it away.
You know that with some milk?
Oh, see, not milk.
You testing
You
your
get 2
life.
days. You get 2 days with me.
You testing your life with that milk.
I definitely don't want to play
I don't
with
even drink close to the Best Buy date. I swear I don't. Like, once it get close to the Best Buy date, that's when I'm thinking about throwing it out.
Oh, you
You know what I'm
bougie.
saying?
No, I'm not bougie. It's just
You
like,
bougie.
You like half gallons.
Okay.
Nah,
I don't even want it to go to
I
waste.
only buy gallons. I do buy half gallons because, I mean, I rarely eat cereal.
I have to buy gallons because everybody in my house eats cereal. My daughter loves cereal. That's her thing before school in the morning. Like, I got oatmeal, all kinds of other stuff in there. Sausage biscuits. You
Oatmeal
can have
is
what you
disgusting.
like before breakfast. I get the oatmeal with the fruit in
You
it.
crazy.
Oatmeal is
Oatmeal.
And I freak my
Crazy.
baby's oatmeal. I put a
With
little
some
butter,
fruit,
little brown sugar, a little
Yeah.
regular sugar in there, mix that sucker up. Give
I
it
like
to
grits.
her.
I like grits.
I do like grits.
I like
She also
grits.
has grits.
I eat
But
grits
she don't eat
every
none of
day.
that. Y'all know what she do eat?
What?
Cereal.
I'm weak.
Milk gets gone in my house. I never have to worry
Shit.
about the Best Buy date.
Once you get older, she'll get over the cereal phase.
Yeah, and she gonna miss all of the times
Yeah.
where I was because I'm about to stop. Like, why am I wasting my money buying this other stuff and you don't even eat it?
Yeah.
Like,
But y'all, last night was crazy in the basketball world. Of course, y'all know the Warriors went crazy against my Nuggets. Yeah, your kid got whooped on. That was crazy. They was playing a good game, and Jordan Poole put up a mean
That's exactly what I was
30.
about to say.
Oh,
Jordan
my.
Poole is a problem.
Ooh, Tay Young boy was cooking us. I couldn't even say nothing. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I started watching the third quarter. I ain't gonna lie. I started watching. Went straight to go watch something else. Like I couldn't watch my team get whooped like that.
My thing is, they're not healthy. The Nuggets aren't healthy. They lost by 16 last night, but you could tell that that's not the team that they expected to be out there at that point.
No.
So now they're just adapting, and the Warriors are the worst team to play against if you have to adapt.
Yeah, and then who was anticipate Steph Curry coming back like that? Like
Me.
they lied to him. Somebody he was out for the season. Then
I knew when he hit them last 5 points at the end of the half, he was about to turn up in the second half.
yeah. Then the Timberwolves. Oh my goodness, they are looking scary. They about to be my pick out the
They're
West.
trying to win the championship.
Yeah, they about to be my pick out the West the way they're playing. Like, first of all, Anthony Edwards, the talent that young man has at his age is crazy. It's crazy. And the skill level that he's at his age, the potential that where he's going towards, he might be the best player in the NBA from years to come.
And he's built like a
Real.
football player. He's like 6'4", 230 pounds. Like, and he jumps out the gym.
what
And this
position he
jump,
play?
shooting guard.
Shooting guard.
But the way the Timberwolves use him, he's a small forward.
Yeah. He's a 3.
And
I thought they usually put taller guys at center. So he's
His-
doing his thing.
his athleticism makes up for all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, he might be like 6'3". Because Anthony Edwards isn't that tall.
Maybe
He's not that tall.
All I'm gonna say is NBA. Y'all gonna have to get ready.
John
for
Morant
him.
gonna have to
Yeah,
drop
but
about 40.
John Morant had a hell of a game too last night. Like he was scoring, but it just wasn't enough to be.
18 shots ain't enough. I need more than 18 shots for my best player in the playoffs. I need about 26 shots.
I mean, he was.
I'm sorry. Like,
You gotta understand, he playing with players. He
I don't-
does play with some players, but I mean, I see what
You
you're
are
saying. I see
Ja
what you're saying. I'm
Morant.
John Morant.
you are the second pick in the draft. You are the all-star. You are the, we was like, what, 5th or 6th in MVP voting or something like that?
Yeah.
Like, nah, bro. 18 shots. When
Yeah.
Dylan Brooks takes as many shots as you, brother, it's a problem. If you don't,
You gotta step up. In other words, but I feel like in certain moments he was stepping up. He just stopped, like you know what I'm saying. He just stopped getting at it. But it's all right. This is first moment kind of playing against a good team in the playoffs, like the Timberwolves. Like he gonna. The playoffs is about readjusting. You know what I'm saying? It's about readjusting every game. That's how teams able to come back. So We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, in North Carolina news, the baby was in quite a predicament over the week. Wednesday night, an alleged intruder was shot outside the home of the North Carolina rapper. In a Facebook post last night, the Troutman Police Department located near Statesville revealed that officials responded to the incident around 7:45 p.m. local time, where they found one subject suffering from a non-life-threatening gunshot wound. The wounded individual was then transported to the Iredell County EMS to a medical facility for treatment. In a post from the baby on Instagram,
I'm weak. Because the baby is very ignorant.
He made it seem like he shot him. The baby made it seem like he was the one who do it. I'm not gonna sit here and say that he did. I'm just reading what I'm looking at, y'all. The baby said, chose not to take an N-word's life the other day, and it felt great. He captioned in a film clip, "Buddy ain't deserved to go. I stepped righteously. Heal up and live, my boy. Just don't bring your ass back."
The baby is definitely very ignorant. Okay,
yeah.
He is ignorant.
Leave this man alone.
I don't know. He need a sign at his house. Not beware the dog. Beware the baby.
That's what y'all need to do.
Because that's the nigga that will shoot you.
Leave this man alone.
Like, he just wants to be. Y'all ain't gonna stop until, God forbid,
he kills somebody else. So he kills somebody else.
Y'all know my favorite saying is chitty chitty baby baby. Everybody gonna die. That's the baby right there. Chitty chitty baby baby. Everybody gonna die. And I'm gonna call the police.
Watch.
And I'm gonna get off.
God forbid. Let the baby lose his money and y'all niggas try some shit.
Oh,
let the baby record sales slip or something and y'all try some shit. See how this shit go. See what happens.
It's definitely gonna be something different, okay? Because
the
baby never played y'all.
I'm a television watcher. I love TV. If you haven't seen Power, Force with
Tommy?
yes, I forgot his real name, but it's okay. I think it's Joseph Sikora.
You know, black people, we call them by
we
their
know
characters.
about
the characters,
The season finale is tonight, and if you are a Power watcher, do not miss it. If you're not a Power watcher, go ahead and download Stars and pay that little $8.99. Catch up so you can see something all right. It's worth watching. Also, for my geeks out there, Stranger Things season 4 trailer just dropped this week. Yeah. And if you are a Stranger Things fan, go check that trailer on YouTube.
Definitely go check that out.
And I hope y'all watch it, because when I tell y'all, I was in a trance watching it. I can't wait. I watched the first 3 seasons in a week.
Masterpiece.
Amazing. It was amazing.
Well, with that being said, y'all know what time it is?
Hey.
All right, so yeah. And we're back. Sorry about that, guys. Had a little technical difficulty, but we are back. So, with that being said, we were getting right into keeping it a bang, because y'all know that is our favorite segment. We love to chop it up with y'all about real topics. So, with that being said, first question is, how soon is too soon to move on after a relationship?
Depends.
On what?
Oh, fuck. That nigga Marcus is funny, yeah. But yeah, it depends. Shit. On the terms niggas left on.
How it ends, yeah.
I mean, what
Because
was
if y'all left on terms like y'all just need a
Fuck you,
break.
I hate you, I don't want to see you again.
Yeah, if it's on that type of time, then it is what it is.
But it's though.
I mean, I'm talking about like, it depends on what type of hurt they really put you through. Like, they done cheated on you, and they done got mad.
See, now that's a whole different about it. That's a whole
They done bleach your clothes about it.
And that's after you cheated?
No, yeah, after you cheated, you mad. Because I called you out on your shit, so now you bleaching my clothes.
After she cheated or I cheated?
Crazy. No,
I cheated on her, she cheated on
after
me.
the person, yeah, after she cheated.
And she bleaching my shit.
Right, because she crazy like that. Because she mad. Some people crazy like that. Because he mad if you on the other end. Some dudes crazy like that.
What do you think? I'm gonna let y'all talk about that shit, because that's
so
my shit.
I think that the only thing that how soon is too soon to move on depends on is like the amount of time that you and that person were in a relationship. If it was a very short-lived relationship, I don't feel like there's a too soon, especially if there were no feelings or anything. If you was just liking them, y'all was kicking it, you know what I'm saying? And then after a month or two, it's not working out. I feel like there's not really a time frame on moving on. Like, if you want to talk to somebody tomorrow, you have the room to do
you was
that.
probably already doing it anyway.
But if y'all were in this relationship and everybody had feelings and this, that, and the third, like, I feel like you need a minimum of like
at least a couple months.
At least 3 to 6 months
That's
to like
what I was
unpack
saying.
that baggage
Before you
move on to something else. Because a lot of the issues with
Yeah.
people's relationships now is that people are jumping from relationship to relationship to relationship, and they're not unpacking. So you bringing all this shit that you had in your last relationship into your new relationship,
You right,
trying to
though.
figure out why it don't work.
Mm-hmm.
And then some people do that not even realize it might not be working because of you.
Yeah. See, that's another big thing, accountability. Like,
Yeah.
we all grown, you got to be able to say, this is what is wrong with me.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
and if you can't say that, if you can't honestly at least be able to tell your partner like 2 or 3 things about you that you need to work on,
Yeah.
you need to take a good look in the mirror at
Yeah.
yourself, because you're not being realistic. Like, if you think that you are fine, everything, you got all your shit together,
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with me, there's nowhere I need to improve, you the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not.
Definitely.
Then you the problem, I promise.
But
Like,
also, if you're making the significant other feel that way, even if you don't, if you know you're not that person to where you act like that or feel like that, but they see you as that. How do you fix that though? Like,
if another person sees you as that, then you have to take a look at yourself, because it means there is something that you are doing, whether you know that you're doing it or not. There's something that you're doing that's making them feel that way. So then you have to active listening when they come to you and they address whatever the issue is with you. Active listening, like, you need to really be listening to what they're saying, and then take a good look at yourself. Like, do I do that?
yeah.
Because
But if you're at the point of moving on, it's too late to think about that.
no, at the point of moving on. So I feel like every failed relationship is not really a fail; it's a lesson.
I say the same thing.
Like, you have to learn from
It's
your
either a
mistakes
blessing
in
or
one
a lesson.
relationship to move on to the next one. You should not be doing the same things in your new relationship that you were doing that caused strife in your last one.
Yep. That's facts. That's big facts.
Definitely should not. Like,
If it want a blessing, it was a lesson.
I don't know. But another thing though, like, how much is too much? Like, have you ever been in a relationship where you feel like you're giving more than you should just to satisfy your partner?
yeah, but you should also feel like you should look at the things that are they giving anything up? If the answer to the question is they are not giving anything is no, then y'all need to go y'all separate ways, or y'all need to have a conversation about the needs of one another, so that feeling isn't there.
Right.
Well, sometimes it's not even to that degree, I wouldn't say. Because sometimes it's just everybody's good, but you're just going extra because you want to feel like not like you wear the pants, but men and women do this. Like, they want to be like, I'm always straight. They always want to be like, yeah, you can depend on me. They always want to be
The H and I C.
to a certain extent. They always want to be the one that's not on their feet or balanced, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're always good. Like, you don't have to.
Yeah.
So if one of y'all fall off, they're good type shit.
Yeah.
So how do you balance that though?
I don't know. That's a good question, because you do have 2 people come in contact with each other that be like,
They don't need each other.
but yeah. So
But
you
you
got
gotta
2
feel-
leaders. You got 2 leaders basically. Like, you got 2 people that want to lead, and that's their nature to be leading. But I guess that's when I don't know.
That's where
That's where the teamwork come in.
Being
Like,
able to
look, you
communicate.
Kobe, I'm Shaq, or Shaq. You
Yeah.
can be Shaq, I'm Kobe.
Yeah,
Like,
that's definitely where it comes in there.
either way, I'm gonna need you. You feel me? Like, I guess not even. It don't gotta be a way like in financially. It can be like little stuff like.
But that's
Then you
usually
like
the
on
go-to
the
move
sentimental
to
level
establish
type.
what it is though.
Yeah,
You dig what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
it's always that one person who's more prioritized than the next person type shit.
Yeah, but that's where one person feels like, I'm giving this and you are not giving as much as I'm giving. And if your position is that you want to be that person, then you don't have a problem with it. If it's striking as the issue to you, then there's a conversation that needs to be had with your mate about the things that you need.
Yeah.
So I mean,
so it all boils down to communication. It sounds like.
yep, gotta
But
be able to
also-
communicate with one another.
Don't be a simping ass nigga and just spend bread to make the motherfucker happy. Because that ain't gonna
That's
work.
not what happens.
That's not gonna work. It might put a band-aid on it. But all band-aids are made to be pulled off.
Because females, especially the ones that got their shit together, don't really need you for that type of shit.
Okay.
Did I
Like you about to say
to go somewhere else with you.
Nah. What you thought about it? Nah, I'm just for real though. Nah, some females don't even need you for that type of shit. So if you like, I'm talking about females like, cause I hate when dudes do this. They be spending money on females and then throw it back in their face, like, bruh. And then you know damn well she bringing in way more chip than you, and then she get to
she know that you don't need.
Yeah, like I ain't asked you to do that. You told me you was gonna do that for me anyway.
And as a man, we're so dumb. Be like, but I did.
Yeah, exactly, because you thought it was gonna mean something on a level to validate or have you feeling obligated to certain things.
Meanwhile, she looking at you like the water bill due next week, and you just bought these Jordans for me. Like, I think women see that. Like when guys go out their way to supposedly try and make their woman happy, but they see like the bottom line, like you bought this, but you could have did this.
Yeah,
I'd been happier if you did this and just bought me a car from fucking Dollar Tree and wrote some sentimental shit.
And here's the crazy
But
thing.
if she tell you that, I'm like, okay, so
See, nah, but that's what.
So this is where communication becomes two-way. And active listening is important because while she said that, she's not saying she didn't appreciate what you did. What she's saying is, in the future, this is something that I would like. Like, I understand to you, you thought it was going to be this, so you did.
Yeah, that's what men do.
Because that's the thought process. But if she
We're
says,
television, we stick our mind on one thing. And
right,
that's what we gonna
but if
do.
she says, like, you know, the light bill was due next week, you could have just paid the light bill, that would have been cool. In the future, if you want to do something nice for her, instead of going and spending $200-$300 on a pair of shoes, pay the light bill. But that's the problem with men. Active listening, communication requires two things: your mouth and your ears.
See, but that just sounds like prioritizing too, as well.
Of course.
That too.
That goes to my point. Like
being responsible.
And it's usually the woman. I said it, fellas. I'm sorry. It's usually the woman. We bring home the money, and they usually pay the bills. I'm sorry.
Huh?
I don't know.
I mean, you can even bring the money home, but the woman's still gonna pay the bills.
I'm saying she gonna let you know that damn Apple Music is due, nigga. They need that $14.99 for the Apple Music. Like she on top of it. Like.
Now I can say sometimes my nigga have to remind me. I got
so many views
but majority of the time,
sometimes he have to be like, "Did you pay such and such and
You know
such?"
what I mean?
Yes.
It go both ways.
Yeah.
Actually, since you said it like that, it goes both ways. Like it's always one person who's gonna bring it home. The other person gonna prioritize everything. Like, okay, make sure this, and this.
So would that be considered like how far, like breaking the bank for your partner? Like how far are you willing to go?
I don't know.
Like that's basically what we say. Like how far are you willing to go to make them happy? Financially.
Buying a trip to Jamaica for her and her 6 friends.
6? You know how much money that's gonna be.
Lord,
hey,
you talking that?
You know how, not me personally, y'all know, but you know it's people out here.
Most definitely,
it's people out here.
It's built like that, and they don't care what it's gonna cost them or who going. Look, it's all for you, baby.
Also, y'all
You can have whatever you like. She got status.
You can have whatever you like, for real.
Y'all hop in the comments too, and
y'all see, that's why I really
y'all
be
keep
mad
it
when dudes be throwing that money and shit in females' face, cause like, bruh, it's some females that got niggas like way more money than you. Like the niggas, some other niggas she fuck with other than you, that nigga got way more money than you, bruh. Low key.
He got way more money than
He
you.
got way more money than you, low key.
So does this move us into our next topic?
Which is how much? Oh, don't cause some dudes be doing this, and some females too. How much is? Oh, how I can't even get it out.
Like how do you know when you're over
pursuing too much?
Doing too much.
Doing too much, pursuing too much, however you want to put it.
How do you know when you're doing too much?
You know how you know you're doing too much, fellas? When you send her 6 messages and she ain't gave you a reply yet. You know how...
This one's about to go back and forth with it. You know how you doing too much, fellas?
Let's go.
You know you doing too much when every time you say something, she just roll her eyes and look at you. Like,
Oh, yeah. You know how you doing too much, fellas?
Because I got one.
Well, every time you approach her, she asks what the fuck you want.
You know how you doing too much? If you don't know none of her homegirls.
Oh.
You doing entirely too much.
That's a good one.
If you ain't met not a one.
That's a good one.
Now not a one of her homegirls. You're doing too much. You ain't the main dude, okay? Because we love to show our new nigga off to our homegirls. If you ain't met the homegirls, then you doing a lot.
I'm going to switch it up, though. I'm going to go to the ladies on this one. You know when you doing too much? When you asked to meet my mama and I ain't even brought her up to you.
Oh.
Thanks. I ain't even told you my mama name. You talking about you want to meet my mama. No.
Yeah. You know how you doing too much? When we met over whatever app and within a day, within texting, you talking about some, I love you. No, what the fuck?
That's a red flag, buddy. That's the...
Yeah, somebody got daddy
They be
issues.
crazy.
Something's
that's
going on
a
there.
red flag, sir.
They be crazy.
You get blocked and reported.
Ladies, you know how you doing too much?
Oh.
You doing too much. When his homeboys come first.
Oh, dang.
You doing way too much.
You doing entirely too much.
Entirely too much.
You doing way too much.
If you got a date planned, you got something going on that you gonna do with you and this dude, and you think it's your new man, we about to get together, and his homeboys call him and he go.
Over with.
You doing too much.
Over
And
with.
if you stay,
And you not even
way
there
too
with
much.
him. And you not even there with him.
He didn't even invite you. You know what? You had plans. Not we gonna go together. I'm gonna go hang out with my homeboys and call you back. I'm gonna hit you up when I leave.
I got one. This might end it right here.
This is gonna hurt somebody's feelings.
It might trigger some deep emotions in these niggas.
Chill.
Right? You know you doing too much, right?
When?
When you pillow talking to get it about your homeboy who's already trying to get it.
Oh.
When you got a pillow talk to get something.
When you gotta talk down on your mans. Your mans.
When you gotta just throw him under.
You gotta talk down on your mans.
Just to slide in something that might not even be. It might not even be worth.
See, that's hater energy right there to me.
That's not your man.
That's that's hater energy. For real though, it be little stuff like that that show me you really not a real friend, bro. Cause it's like, bro, I can see if you came up to me and was like, "Hey, bro, shoes, I hurt to me too." You know what I'm saying? And like, okay, we could have took it from there, bro. Like, nah,
okay.
you gonna go behind it. And then look, females be either starting stuff or be so real to you that they gonna see you screenshots of other old buddy talking.
They gonna see how far.
What it do? It just depends on how far she go with.
That's
the
how
screenshot.
they gonna see how far she can take.
And they so good with it, they gonna keep talking to them, let them get caught up and saying.
And don't even be saying shit in the
don't say
messages.
nothing.
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 Messages be clear.
They be like, oh dang, word.
That's crazy.
Oh, that's crazy.
I thought that was your homeboy.
For real? Like, yeah.
I done lived it, friend. Okay.
Yeah.
Be like, not you talking shit about your homeboy, but
See the whole paragraph.
I don't fuck with snakes on no level. So if you show me that you gonna snake out somebody that you supposed to be close to, I'm definitely not gonna continue to fuck with you.
If you
like
do
you'll
it
never
to
do it to
them,
me again. I done ghosted niggas for shit like that
if
before.
you do it to them,
You definitely do it to me.
You.
You just met me. Them your people. You only fuck about your
That's
people.
facts.
Okay,
That's
well
facts.
no, I can't. That's why the snitching thing a few weeks ago was so strong on me. Because hell no, if you do it to somebody else, you do it to me.
Yeah.
I can't get with it.
Yeah.
Real shit.
I can't get behind it. But I mean, over pursuing is definitely a.
Oh man, yeah.
It's definitely a thing.
But it can work. Sometimes it can work because
Persistence works, not over pursuing.
Facts.
You got to know your role.
Well, sometimes it can be misconstrued into over pursuing. I guess persistence and over pursuing can meet at some point.
If you're doing it right.
Yeah, I guess you gotta know who and when to be persistent with.
Yeah. But you can't tell me you have not come across a woman and you have not come across a man who have not made it difficult, but they was playing.
Real quick, I want to shout out our listeners. Real quick.
You never stop playing.
What's going on, Calvin? Jump into the comments. We is talking about over pursuit.
Yeah. That over pursuing
is a thing.
I'm talking about.
And everybody's done it at some point in their life. If you haven't, you haven't. Even
you
if
know
you didn't
what?
know you was
Okay, I'll
doing
tell
it.
you what.
Because you're going to do it and realize that you did it and you'll never do it again.
That part. Not even that. Sometimes you just get caught up in the feelings of things.
Yeah.
I know that me personally, I don't have a problem with over pursuing, but in the beginning of relationships, I have a problem with doing too much. Like, I like you.
That's ironic.
You know what I'm saying? I like you so.
That's ironic as hell.
Why?
Because you said you had no problem over pursuing, but once we in a relationship, now I got a problem doing too much.
Nah, in the beginning of
Oh, the beginning?
Yeah.
You just over pursued me though.
In the beginning, like as
You know,
soon as
you
things,
just hold me down.
Like,
Just to
not-
slow down. Like,
not just to slow down.
this is
Hawk them down.
I thought this was the minimum speed.
I mean, because like
I'm
I be
supposed to
one
kick up
way.
you on the
Like
highway.
if we just kicking it and we just chilling, like I'm gonna be real laid back. I'm your friend. We are friends, so there are boundaries and lines that I'm not gonna cross there. But once we decide that we are going to try and see what like
Let you
more-
make a mistake as a man and let them know that they can step over that damn line. Let them
Oh,
know
yeah,
they're able to
just
take
that-
that
Yeah,
step
that
over
one
that line.
step. Oh.
She gonna give you that look like the first time you tell a girl you love her, nigga. That look she give you.
Oh, yeah. Y'all ain't never said
It's the
it
same
before.
look.
I think
Y'all
I
still-
It's the same look.
but it is a look. Oh really?
And you know hey, right baby was saying, you know you're doing too much when you say that, and she give you that look like, nigga, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
you're doing too much.
If she don't look like somebody just gave her a puppy, you do it.
Yeah.
Doing too much.
Yeah. If she was like somebody she just got to throwing up, you're doing too much.
Oh shit, not throwing up.
If she grimaces in any way whatsoever, too much is definitely across the line. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I mean, not to say that I over pursue only in the beginning. Like, if we can keep things going, I know how to keep up the things that I started off doing. But when we first started talking, we just friends. I'm not giving you nothing extra.
Yeah.
But even when you and someone start like a romantic
Women give you the extra moments though.
Wait a minute. Even when you and somebody start like
Yeah,
a
take it
romantic
slow.
relationship, it should still stay in the same speed of growing the friendship versus right like at 2 months. Like I'm trying to give you everything I got. Just here, take it all. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I cook, clean, all that good stuff. So sometimes niggas just get accustomed to the fact that I'm cooking and cleaning already because I got kids and you here. So now you done fed me and I'm stuck.
Hell no.
So I try to put your shoes under my bed, and there have been a few times that I had to let a nigga know, like, you not even that type of party. We homies, you just happen to be here because, you know what I'm saying, we kicking it. I don't mind feeding you because I think it's rude to eat in front of you, but it's not even that type of party. Like, So, yeah, I mean, I guess it just depends on how much I like you. But I kind of treat everybody the same way in that aspect, and I think it throws off, what's the word I'm looking for? Mixed signals, because I'm like that with everybody. So with my dude, I'm like that. With my friends, I'm like that. So sometimes with guys,
you just all over. You feel me? Like you just can't read it.
Like
You can't read it. I hate dealing
so
with
people have to
females
ask
like
me,
that.
like, so what? Like,
You know what? I'm gonna be real. I hate dealing with females that is very hard to read. You don't know what the next move is.
And you know why? They're doing it on purpose.
Yeah.
They're still trying to figure out your black ass.
Yeah.
and we ain't about to let you know nothing before we know.
They're not. They're so
Exactly.
ain't. When they know they gon', you feel me? They keep that to themselves. Our dumbass be giving them too much information. That'll be all.
You got to be slick with it. You got to slip in there and get all the information that you want. That's why you, you have conversations. You sit around, you chill, you talk. That's what being friends before you jump into a relationship is. So you can figure out, am I really gonna like this mug in 6-7 months? Like, am I about to put forth my effort and energy if I don't like you? No. So we gotta hang out. I gotta see what's up. Do I like you? Can I kick it with you? Can we just sit here and chill? Can we be in here and be bored together? Like,
yeah, if I can't be bored,
that's it right there. If we can't sit around with the TV off, no phones, and just sit here and be keying and laughing and joking, then I don't.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
If you over there on your phone, I'm on my phone. We chilling till power come on.
Sometimes that's cool. If we showing each other shit, like, hey, look at this shit.
Oh, there's moments like that. There's moments like that. But
if it's always like that, where y'all, there's no conversation going on, y'all just.
That's a boring.
Y'all don't need to be together. It's not a relationship. Definitely not. Definitely not. I mean, so what y'all think about over pursuing? Even, after the live is ended, y'all can leave it in the comments. We are always active on the Facebook page. So y'all definitely let us know what y'all think about over pursuing, because I think this one can go deep.
Very.
Go deep.
Y'all know which one I also hate? I hate the type of dudes that over pursue. Like, okay, how many times you done seen this, right? A dude see a female, you feel me, that he want to holler at, he get to holler at her and shit, right? And then she be curving on the whole time, pretty much. Shit, you ain't
She a
you
hoe.
ain't bitch.
You a
You
hoe.
and
You a hoe.
like,
You a
oh, bro.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's the thing.
I be sitting there thinking,
And that's the worst thing to see.
My boy
A
hurt.
real man, that's the worst way you can go out.
That is
and I've seen that
dumbest
personally. Like,
way.
You can't say that. To
You
me,
gotta
just
chill.
Somebody told you. No.
Yeah, right. You
That's-
like a
that's-
child, bro. You like a little boy.
So imagine what else is gonna happen when somebody else tell you,
That's what I'm saying.
they fired me, bro. They on that bullshit. It ain't the fact that I missed 7 days of work in the past 14 days. It's just, they fired me, bro. They on some bullshit. They one of them niggas. That's niggas like that.
Like, so, ladies, I'm not going to speak
Or
on
people.
I'm not going to speak on hoes,
Yeah.
but I'm going to say that ladies are taught to be polite. So even if you don't like a guy and you think he's doing too much, like you don't want to be rude to him. You just want to find a way to let him know that it's not even like that. Like,
Speaking of rude,
I mean, that's a good point, because some females do be rude sometimes on how they be carrying niggas, but I mean, at the same time,
it is what it is.
even if she do, like,
you do what you gotta do to get your point across.
but you don't have to start off being an asshole.
You don't.
And
You don't.
being a lady
But-
is not
but-
about.
If you want it shut down, you want nothing of that communication. Ain't nothing wrong with being rude and an asshole. Speaking of being rude and asshole, our brother Dubby Wallet ain't here this week, so I'm gonna go ahead and take over his segment, y'all. I'm gonna take over the rant of the week. So, speaking of rude, right? This new generation of kids, about 13, 14 and under, we need to get it together, y'all.
13, 14 and under.
And under.
Not over, under.
Oh, well, okay, like 18 and under. These kids have no manners. They have no respect for authority. Man, look, this has been the craziest week I've ever seen. Y'all ever seen the show Super Nanny? I watched Super Nanny for the first time. I was on, my girl was on Instagram and she was just hee and cracking up. I'm like, what you watching? She showed me a video of a comedian, what's his name? Justin Whitehead. Funny brother. Y'all go check him out. And he was just going off because I just sat down and I started watching it with her. It was a 16-year-old girl. I won't even say their race. It was a 16-year-old girl and a 6-year-old girl.
Now they gonna say that race, so you gonna let us guess.
Right. Well, let me finish the story and we can guess. How about that? Sounds fun. So, so check this out, y'all. The mama in there making breakfast, slaving, got the sausage links and the eggs in the same skillet, just working. She said, y'all ready to eat? That little girl said, called her by her first name, and the funny thing is her name was Karen. It made me laugh. Her name was Karen. She said, Karen, I'll eat whenever I'm ready. You don't tell me when to eat. And then mind you, the little 6-year-old girl who's looking up to her 16-year-old sister, right? She's like, yeah, Karen. And I just went the hell off. I got up out the bed and I said, no, turn this off. Let's watch Power. Let's rewatch Power last week so we can catch up. I couldn't do it, y'all, because let me would have told my mom. Let me would have called my mom by her first name. I wouldn't even have got the rest of my sentence out.
That mama named Karen, though, that just make it funny, dog. That just make it...
Oh, that's not even the end of it, y'all. So look, and then the dad, I'm assuming he was a stepfather, because I don't think he was a real father, because he said he didn't want to discipline the woman's kids. I heard him say that, right? So I'm like, okay, I understand that. You're a stepdad, you don't want to, and they're girls, you feel me?
Yeah.
But the girl was upstairs in her room. He walked, and it's crazy how they get these camera angles on these TV shows on Oxygen and We and shit. So he walks in the room and said, "You ready for supper?" First of all,
Supper.
my mama ain't never asked me, was I ready to eat? At 16 years old, dinner's ready. Come eat. Wash your hands. Like, that's what I got. We never was, are you ready for supper?
Facts.
In my mind, if you ain't ready, you're not going to eat. Because once this food go in the refrigerator, it's a wrap.
It's a rizzy.
And let me catch you down in this refrigerator at 12 o'clock at night. And that's not even the worst of it, y'all. So then the man the next morning was getting ready to go to work. The little 6-year-old didn't want him to go. So she's throwing a hissy fit. Throwing a whole fucking hissy fit.
Oh,
So I'm talking
but she don't want him to go to work for what? Like, she just wanted to stay home.
So he literally had to put her down and take off running towards his car.
Oh.
This little girl proceeds to take off after this man.
Oh.
And mind you, he's gone at this point. He's in the car. He pulled off. He got
Now she running down the street.
I'm talking about she's running toward the street, y'all. And
Oh,
you
yeah.
see the cars.
You
See the cars. And you just see a hefty lady just chasing after the little girl. Knowing damn well she can't catch that little girl.
Oh, yeah.
So it's just like, at what point do you really need to discipline your kids? Because you can't allow certain things like that.
Yeah. And you ain't even got to whoop them for that.
Definitely.
Like, bro, you got to make them understand.
Definitely.
I mean, I know it's the old-fashioned ways. That's
It's
what I'm
not
saying.
old-fashioned.
Whooping is the
It
old-fashioned ways. It's
And it's
The
a
Bible
difference
says
between,
spare the
it's a
rod
difference
for
between
the
discipline and whooping
I
and
know your
beating your
kids.
kids. It's
It's
a difference
2022.
between child abuse and whooping ass.
Yeah, if you throwing
Big
elbows and this is
If
a
you gonna
motherfucking
punch, that's
WWE
wild.
cage match, then you going a little far with your
That's
kids,
wild.
okay? But if they do
That's
require
it, too.
discipline, and sometimes talking to your
Talking
children
back.
doesn't work.
What you gonna do, God forbid, when your 16-year-old tell you she not doing something, she talking back?
Okay. All right. So
It ain't gonna be no
I
cage
give
match,
this
but it's
mine.
definitely gonna be
All
some furniture moving.
right. You know what I do? I ignore her all day. Just ignore
All
her.
day?
I ignore her for a couple hours. Swear, I just ignore her. Act like she ain't there.
What?
And you gonna be like,
So I have
let's talk.
13-year-old.
And she gonna be
work.
gone. And she gonna be gone.
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about for the 16-year-old?
Yeah.
Oh, no, yeah, you just on punishment. I'm just keep punishing you. You ain't gonna do nothing.
And look, the super nanny put the goddamn blanket over the TV.
Yeah,
Took
none of
the
that.
cell phones. I'm
Yeah,
like, first
all
the
of
fuck
that.
off.
A blanket.
Blanket over the
Yeah.
TV.
She did it wrong.
She said, don't watch TV.
No,
She
see,
did it
the
wrong.
TV out the room. See, that's what I'm saying. Your TV and my
Not
room.
even.
I'm gonna dare you to watch
You're
that motherfucker.
still doing too much. Okay, so
Nah,
look.
because then
Number one.
then they got opportunity to do it remote.
Yeah, and
they don't
I
wait till you go
remember-
to sleep and watch that junk. Like, no,
That's
taking
what I'm
TV
saying.
right
You gotta
here.
do
I was gonna say that. I was gonna say,
It's in my
like,
closet.
I remember
I'll put it
being
up.
on punishment at 13 and 14.
No,
And when
put
my
it
mom was
up.
going to work, I used to sneak and get on the phone.
Exactly.
If you
That's
watch
how
it,
it works.
I love you to
No.
death. I used to sneak in and get on the phone while
No.
she was at work.
Matter of
Be
fact,
listening for
your
her
phone
pulling
with me now
outside,
is my
sneak
phone.
and watch
So I'm gonna keep it like it's
TV.
my phone.
Like, my homeboys used to come to the front porch. We used to be chilling on the porch because I knew what time my mom was coming home. But when she got home, I was on punishment. But as long as she was at work, it was free game. So I don't give my kids that opportunity. With my,
You don't gotta give
taking
it
it
to
out
them.
the
They gonna
room.
find it.
Yeah.
They taking it out the room.
That's why I said I'm gonna keep it with me like it's my
It's
phone.
too much. This what y'all
No, it's
do.
not.
Technology, yes
What
it
would
is.
you do?
Technology
It's my
has
phone.
moved too far.
Yeah,
When my
let me see
daughter,
that.
when my 13-year-old, when my
In my
almost
pocket. I'm talking
13-year-old,
about I'm gonna have it like it's my phone. Like your phone gonna be right next to it.
when my almost 13-year-old
Every
is on
time,
punishment,
all
I say,
day, even when I'm
all
at
the
work.
power cords out of her room. The power to everything. Because all of the cords to power now, removed from the device, it'll sit in here. And you will see what you could be doing had you not tried me. But since you
I'ma
can't
let
and
you
it's
keep
just
it.
here, I got your power
I'm gonna
cords.
let you keep it.
See, nah,
I'm gonna see if you
they
want
gonna
to be
sneak.
bold enough to try me.
They
How-
gonna, they gonna.
How you gonna
bold
get the power?
enough?
How are you going to sneak and do anything if I have the power
Power
cords to
cords.
everything
Oh
in
yeah,
your room?
power
You
cords.
take-
You
Power
can't
cords.
turn nothing
Power
on.
cords. Right.
Oh yeah, you know what? Matter of fact, you right. I'll let you keep the phone, but I got your charger.
And I have an app on my
I
phone
got your charger.
that her phone is connected to that locks her phone.
See, but kids,
Parents,
they
They can
if
get
you-
it.
can get a charger for somebody from school.
Real
like,
quick.
oh, I got an extra charger here.
Real
Just
quick,
hit 'em up.
I want to leave something meaningful for our listeners. Parents, if y'all got kids that got cell phones, there is Google Family, the Google Family app. It allows you to completely monitor
Hey.
and control your
Hey,
child's phone
she is
from
missing
your
her phone.
device.
She's missing for all
Okay,
kids.
I'm dropping gems for you because for those of you that don't know, these kids are different, and you gotta keep your eye on your kids, especially this day and age. You gotta keep your eye on your kids. They're exposed to so much shit.
Too
They have
goddamn
access to way too much. You know what I'm saying? So, parents, the Google Family app. I think you can even get it for Apple devices. I'm not sure, but I think Apple has a version of it. If y'all have iPhones,
Be nosy, y'all.
definitely be nosy.
Don't
Be in your
afraid
kids'
to
business.
be nosy.
Like the way that your mama used to be in yours, get in your kids' business. It's important to do so.
Especially today. Like
Mhm.
today is too crazy with
Mhm.
the media. They saying all types
I'm
of
reading
things.
text messages. I'm scrolling through your photos. Hopefully, ain't nothing. That's
Okay, I got a question. What if she 13, right? And you scroll through her
Oh, Lord
messages,
Jesus, Father God, don't even do it, brother.
and you see
I'm
she got
close.
and she got a little boy she texting, and you feel me? They got a little thing. Is you gonna
this
let her know?
This what your little son sent to my daughter? I'm at the door, nigga. Where he stay?
I need to talk to parents.
What's going on?
You know,
What
what
you
your
what
child
your little
doing.
nasty ass boy in here doing?
No, what
Yeah.
if it ain't nothing like too crazy? It's just little teenage
Oh, okay. Well then,
stuff. Like, I gotta crush you. I like you, but it ain't nothing.
There would be a
crazy.
conversation for you to have with your kids.
Okay, that's different.
To make sure
Unless
that
you go through the messages like, see, like, oh, when I see you in the hallway,
I can't wait to
kiss you. Yeah.
Oh.
I would say
meet me in the locker room.
As somebody that's going through it currently.
But if it's just little
high school,
little
crunchy,
lovey-dovey stuff.
Don't be stuck with little boys.
It's just a conversation.
You smell like roses. Your eyes look like the stars.
Like, hold on now, this little boy, little punk. I don't like this little punk ass. Little punk, y'all. Hold on.
How old is
damn well at 13. A nigga at 13 talking about roses and all that shit. He trying to do some shit he shouldn't be doing.
It's middle school. They used
right.
to write them.
Nah,
they used to write some letters.
Go get you a little dumb little nigga.
I remember they used to write the raps.
He too slick for my liking. I don't like that.
He's about roses.
He trying to seduce you, darling.
His mind is in the wrong place. I don't like him.
Matter of fact,
block him.
Invite him over for dinner.
Block him.
Invite him and his family over. Matter of fact, we'll make it
him and his family.
This Sunday we'll have a
That's
nice
another part of the problem is
we'll
that parents that you're not involving the other parents and shit. Like when your kids are out in the world, they are dealing with other kids. So you have to be fully prepared to deal with other parents. Like mama like me, I don't got no problem with going. Where's your mother?
Yeah, I'm trying to see what that family like.
What's
her household?
I need to talk to your mother.
What's your upbringing like?
My daughter was being bullied a few years ago in school, and I went to the school and told them, like, why have y'all not set up no conference for me and my child, that child and their parents to sit down and figure out what the problem is? Like, oh, well, we don't do that anymore. Why? Because parents start fighting.
Parents start boxing.
I said, okay.
That's why.
Get the police in there. That's what
do whatever you need to do, but this can't continue because
the police gonna be called for real if I have to get this call again that my child's being bullied.
My child being bullied.
Like to the point where people were putting their hands on her. I was like, you know what? I've always taught my daughter, like, when you at school, unless somebody put their hands on you first, do not put your hands on nobody else. Kids, the children do not belong to you. Keep your hands to yourself. Like, so it used to get to a point where she'd be like, I mean, they threw a ball at me. They didn't put their hands on me. They're still hitting you. Like, and then, school has like that zero tolerance stuff where they don't want the kids fighting. They'll try to suspend them and expel them for long periods of time. So it's really different with kids now. So, I mean, with the schools, I was like, y'all better figure something out because my next step is to tell her to start whipping these kids' ass.
On sight.
Yeah.
Since we can't figure out a way to do it without the violence, I'm going to tell her to go ahead and whip ass.
Yeah.
Since y'all can't figure it out.
Yeah.
And sure as shit.
That's it.
Baby had to whip ass. Because, I mean, sometimes the schools, they can only do what they can do. I understand.
Some people, kids be out of control.
Parents, too.
Yeah. Sad days.
You know what else is sad? It's the end of the show, y'all.
Oh.
It is, y'all.
Yeah.
Coming up on
so long.
Farewell.
Yeah.
To you.
If you want to see the episode, if you just not coming and want to catch up,
YouTube.
Well, YouTube.
Subscribe to YouTube, y'all. We are trying to take this to
YouTube
all platforms.
Radio.
We love Facebook.
Like,
love us. We want to take it everywhere.
Yeah.
Instagram.
Hey,
Twitter.
No.
Twitch. Fucking Snapchat.
Instagram.
Bebo. MySpace.
You keep bringing up
I'm
Bebo.
gonna bring it back.
I think this man wants Bebo back. He wants Bebo back.
Let MySpace relaunch. MySpace relaunch. I got you.
You know what?
Hey.
We put
MySpace relaunch, bro.
We're gonna put it on.
That stock in MySpace, bro.
That's what I'm saying. We're gonna put it on. We're gonna put it on.
Money.
And hit the bell when you go to YouTube. You're in a real one.
Yeah, so you can get the notifications because you not only do you want to follow, but you want to know when we post new content. You know what I'm saying?
You go watch it.
So make sure y'all follow us on all social platforms. All social platforms.
We got deleted scenes and behind the scenes footage for y'all. We waiting to build up the subscribers to drop it. We get us up to a certain amount of subscribers, we'll drop all of it. Y'all.
Yeah, if we can get to our 300 subscriber mark, we'll drop some more exclusive clips, couple skits. So we got some stuff in store for y'all. Y'all know.
We ain't playing.
All right, so until next week, we out.